Now he steps up. Now Trubisky lost the football. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second down following the run. They run it again with Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. And the first play will be a field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he slings one that's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finds Roberts left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught at the 20. A gain of 39 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Ohio.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Drew Butler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's got room. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Shane Ray with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he spins through. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, it's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Come on, let's go.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Room here to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Aguilar has it. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Gerald McCoy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it with West, and they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Red zone opportunity.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
He's back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, You've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seat.